You know that flower, the one you see everywhere that just screams elegance? The calla lily. Sleek, classic, simple, right? Well, what if I told you there's a whole lot more going on behind that graceful shape? Yeah, this flower has some secrets. Let's get into it.
I mean, come on, right? The perfect wedding flower? It's pretty hard to argue with that. For decades, calla lilies have been the choice for weddings. They're just the definition of class and sophistication. It's like they silently broadcast love and commitment. But is that the whole story? You can probably guess the answer is no. Okay, so to really get the full picture, we've got to start somewhere pretty unexpected. Not with its beauty, but with, well, a pretty big case of mistaken identity. So here it is, the calla lily we all think we know. That iconic trumpet shape, it blooms right in the spring, usually between March and April. And look at those colors: white, green, purple, orange, yellow, pink, the whole rainbow practically. It's no wonder it's a staple in wedding bouquets. It's like the perfect flower, which makes its biggest secret all the more shocking. Yeah, it all looks flawless on the surface. Almost a little too flawless, you know? And this, right here, is where our story takes its first big twist. Okay, get ready for this. The calla lily is not a lily. I'm serious. For all its fame, its name, its whole reputation, it is not a real lily. True lilies, the genuine article, they belong to the Lilium genus. The calla? Nope. It's basically a botanical imposter hiding out in plain sight, a gorgeous fraud. So, okay, it's not what we thought it was. But you know what? This little identity crisis doesn't mean it doesn't have an incredible story. In fact, there's a ton of history and meaning packed right into those petals. Wow. Just take that in for a second. The legend says they sprang from Eve's tears as she was leaving the Garden of Eden. I mean, that's an incredibly powerful image, right? It takes this flower from just being a pretty plant to being something born out of one of the most famous moments of sorrow and loss. It ties it right into these huge ideas of innocence, loss, and divine meaning. And that powerful origin story is exactly why it has the meaning it does today. It totally cements its reputation. So you see in Christian tradition representing that very story of Eve. And then, in some Middle Eastern cultures, the white calla lily is a massive part of weddings. And why? Because it's all about symbolizing the bride's beauty and purity. It all connects back. All right, so let's recap. We've got a flower that's an imposter, but at the same time, it's this incredibly deep symbol of purity. A little weird, right? Well, hold on, because the story's about to take another turn, and this one's a lot more serious. And this next secret, this isn't some fun fact about history or plant science. This is a straight-up warning, because behind all that beauty, there's a real danger. Yep, you read that right. This gorgeous plant is poisonous. Please do not eat it. For all its association with purity and grace and weddings, the calla lily is toxic. We're talking every single part of the plant. It's kind of a wild contrast, isn't it? A pretty powerful reminder that sometimes the most breathtaking things in nature have a very potent defense mechanism. So, where does that leave us? We've got the beauty, the deception, the legend, and the danger. How do you even begin to wrap your head around all that? It really paints a picture of something that's anything but simple. This is one complicated beauty. It really all boils down to this, doesn't it? The two faces of the calla lily. On one side, you have the allure. It's this symbol of purity and beauty. It's a wedding favorite. It has that stunning, elegant shape. But then you have the alert. The fact that it's an imposter, not a real lily. That it's highly poisonous. That you really have to handle it with care. It's just a perfect, beautiful contradiction. So I gotta ask you, the next time you see a calla lily, what are you gonna see? Are you gonna see that perfect, elegant wedding flower, the symbol of purity? Or are you going to see the beautiful, poisonous imposter that carries this incredible ancient story? It just goes to show you there's almost always more than meets the eye.